Hello, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scribo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. So, I wanted to do a quick read on October for Donald Trump, I think. All right, we are already at the sixth day of October, so we've already gone through a week almost, and a lot has happened since that debate. Um, that crazy, crazy debate. So let's take a look and see what um, what October holds for him, or the rest of October, because there's certainly you know a lot up to this point. So just to review, um, an article on his taxes came out. Then we had the debate with Biden, and um, then he went to a fundraiser. Um, also had a some sort of thing in, I want to say Wisconsin, but maybe it wasn't, Minnesota, somewhere up in that area, Minnesota, Wisconsin. And when I saw him there, he looked very out of it. He actually looked feverish, and he seemed like he was like there was a lot of gibberish coming out, more than usual, perhaps I should say. Um, and then he did the New Jersey thing with all his donors, $250,000 to catch COVID. Boy, I bet you they're glad they spent that money to catch COVID from him, because he had at that point had COVID. Hope Hicks was sick. Of course, they're calling her patient zero, but there's a good chance that she wasn't. That he actually gave it to her. So we'll see. We'll see. We don't know. We may never find that out, or if we do find it out, it'll be after the fact, after things have settled down, once Trump is amscray. So we can't really. It's really hard to believe anything you see, because even the question of, is he really sick? Uh, is he just faking? I mean, you can't trust anything about this man, nothing. And yeah, so forces us to uh, depend on our own instincts, forces us to depend on our own intuition. We're learning a lot of really valuable lessons with this guy in the office of the presidency. Most of them painful. All right, let's see. October for Trump. Okay, we start with the Lover's card. The Lover's card. Um, this is the Gemini card in the deck. It's about choices. It's about the choices we make, and who we relate to. There is an energy in the Lover's card about separation and return. Separation and return. Um, there's also in this deck. This is different from most of the other decks with the angel and such. Sorry about that. I can't ever find the stupid camera. That's an apple. That's an apple. Perhaps the apple of discord. Yeah, making choices. Gemini, to a certain extent, um, is symbolic of the fall of man, from unity with God to um, duality, falling into the world of duality. Um, Eve ate the fruit of, was it the tree of knowledge or the tree of good and evil? Or is that the same? Is that the same tree? Um, good and evil is the tree of duality. Yeah. Tree of knowledge would be, um, I think it's probably two trees. But that's a philosophical question. That's not what we're talking about here, right? We could have that discussion some other time. Let's see what's crossing the lovers. We have the Three of Wands waiting for your ship to come in. So it's he is making choices. He's waiting for something to come to him from over the seas. Maybe it was that lovely letter that Vladimir Putin sent him. Get thank you for your optimism and your vigor. Okay, let's see what's at the root. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles at the root says to me that he's going to be doing the same thing. Like whatever it is that he's done up to this point, he'll continue to do. So if he lies, he'll continue to lie. If he obfuscates, he'll continue to do that. If it's about getting more money or stealing more money or whatever it is that has to do with money, he's going to be doing that. He's not going to change his actions. He's not going to change his MO, as it was, his modus operandi. Let's see what's in the past. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands in the past. This is all the information that came in fast and furious. The information about his taxes, everything is sort of coming down at the same time. But that's kind of the way he operates. He does it for as long as he can get away with it, and then once everything, the tower comes falling down, and he's had many tower moments in his life. Only this time he's going to take America with him, and that's not necessary. I mean, it's not a pleasant thing, and it's not something I would seek out. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen. And so there is this. If it's going to happen, we might as well learn the most we can from it with the least amount of pain, if we have any control over that at all, right? But the Eight of Wands in the past is all the information that's starting to come in, all everything, all the chickens. What's that expression? All the chickens are coming home to roost now. And let's see what's in the sky. Oh, we have the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So this is family money. This is all about money. Um, the I feel like the choices he's making in October are all based on a quest for money, maybe a cushion of some sort for him to sort of retire on. If there's such a thing with him. Let's see what's in the immediate future. More pentacles. So it's like all pentacles here. But this card as an immediate future says that there's not enough. There's not enough money. So I feel like this might be that his campaign is running out of money, and he's waiting for an infusion of money from across the sea. Interesting. How it's seen from the outside. We have the Knight of Swords. I feel like oftentimes this is Trump, but in this deck it feels like the Black Knight is coming. The Black Knight is coming for Trump, coming for Trump. This in this deck, it's less impulsive, but more like the sort of truth coming, and action on truth and action on justice. So how it's seen from the outside is that he is getting his just desserts in some way. His domestic situation. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. Usually this card is, happiness and celebration and stuff. but this feels like contagion to me, quite frankly. Um, it feels like you see there's all this water around and it's splashing um, all over the fruits and all over everybody. And so this is a spread of something via droplets. That's what that looks like. Let's see the hopes and fears. The Hierophant. So I think this is a fear of the government, uh, or the Constitution, or fear for the Constitution. I feel like that's the stop, right? It's like the Hierophant is saying, stop, stop, bud. Outcome, Five of Swords. So this is, he's going to do anything he has to do to win. He is not above anything, um, including trying to infect Biden with COVID. I'm not saying that he will do it, and I'm not saying that it will happen. But is he above that? No, he is not above that. He will do whatever he has to do, um, to win. Cruel, 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 cruel. Let's see what else comes up. And then fate. Then fate steps in. As the Wheel of Fortune, even as he sits in the White House with COVID, um, he's still the president. He's still in power, which is disturbing. It's like we spend our whole lives and for the most part, we're told if you're good and if you're a decent person, you're going to succeed and all of this stuff. But the truth of the matter is, the way the system is set up is if you're a good person and a reasonable person and you care about other people, you can't win in the system. It's rigged. It's rigged for the criminals, and that is changing. And that's what this card means. There's a change. So we have a change of fortune for him in October. Um, let's see what's underneath it all here. Yeah, the world. Oops, sorry. Again, I can't find the stupid camera. Damn camera. Yeah, endings and beginnings, right? This is an ending. So now it's interesting because we have, just a couple of days after, right, the end of October, we have the election. The election. So what these cards are talking about is that the choices that he's made, uh, are choices that he felt he needed to make so he could bring money into his campaign. Um, and it was like, this is his last ditch sort of effort. He knows it. This is his Hail Mary pass. And he's doing a Hail Mary pass while he has COVID. So, you know, I guess with a Hail Mary pass, if you don't mind the football stuff, 'cause I do love football. I don't watch it that much, but I do love the game, to a certain extent. There's things about it that I'm just not quite sits with me, but I've always kind of enjoyed the game. So the Hail Mary pass requires a big effort from, the person throwing the ball, but we also need an amazing effort from the person catching the ball. So it's not just in Trump's hands. It's not just, as much as he feels that perhaps he's manifest destiny and he has control over everything. He really doesn't. He really doesn't. Sorry, I just got to see who this is. Oh, it's CVS pharmacy. They're gonna tell me my drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't have any medicine there. Probably my mother's stuff. All right. Um, yeah. So But it's changing. Fate is stepping in here. Fate is stepping in, and his fortunes are changing. Now he's broke, so that's interesting, right? His fortunes are changing, but it is about an ending and a beginning. It isn't about an ending. So so this indicates the end of a I think the end of his presidency. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not going to, he'll be on the ballot and all that stuff. But I feel like that this really is the end. This is his Hail Mary pass. And while he has control over how hard he can throw the ball, he has no control over whether somebody's going to catch it on the other side. And I feel like the person or the receiver here is fate, and fate is going to um, maybe intercept his pass and bring it to fate's own goal line, so to speak. Wow, I never talk football. One of my guides is a football person. All right. That's funny. Um, all right. Well, I do want to take a quick look at the the election. I do want to take a quick look at November 3rd and see what comes up with that. I'm going to use a different deck. I'm going to use my Witch's Tarot for this one. My old standby from many, many years ago. Sorry, I'm turning. I don't have enough room on my desk to do this in front of me without inadvertently turning off the computer. So that's not good. All right. So this is November 3rd. November 3rd. And we have the Eight of Swords. In this deck, it's sort of action that's being taken in many different places, the same action. So there's an action being taken. And let's see what that's crossing that. Another eight, the Eight of Cups. This is in the other decks, this is the guy walking away from all the cups. This is about hope. Well, sorry, it's about walking away from something that you've put a lot of effort into, but um, because it's not no longer spiritually fulfilling, or you can't get the satisfaction that you want from it. Um, and so I feel as though with this Eight of Swords here, I believe this is the Republicans with all their plans to suppress the vote and do all that stuff. So they have their army out with their marching orders, so to speak, and all the marching orders are the same. But what's crossing it is a real sense of spiritual. Um, that we need a change on a heart level, on a spiritual level. Let's see what's underneath. We have the five of cups here, and I don't know if you can see this, but this guy is digging out a sort of a trench there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there it is. He has a shovel in his hand, and he's digging this out, and he's digging it out so that the water can flow. So there's this energy of allowing the emotions to flow, no longer being stuck. But it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort, and I feel like to a certain extent, what's at the root of this is, I'll say, Um, the Democrats work to get everybody to vote. Like this, they want this to be an overwhelming vote where there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Um, in the past, we have choices. This is the Lover's card. We have choices here. Um, and perhaps an evaluation of why people made the choice 4 years ago for Trump, right? Why was that choice made? Why was that choice made? Okay, we have the Ten of Cups at the top of the reading. So in this deck, the Ten of Cups is the wish card, really. So this is getting your wish. This is visualizing the outcome. So as a perhaps as a hint to us, what Spirit is saying is visualize what you want to see. Visualize what you want to see. Don't spend time on being afraid that Donald Trump's going to win. Spend time on visualizing Biden winning and Kamala Harris and Biden walking into the White House and getting down to the business of cleanup. There's going to be a lot of cleanup, and there's going to have to be a lot of reorganization because of the faults that Trump has um, outlined for us. The favor that he's done for us to show what needs to be changed, you know, and that's in government, and that's in banking policy, and that's in taxation, and that's in all the things. And we get the Six of Cups in the immediate future. So this is good. This is a lot of happiness. This is a lot of like on the other side of this. This is very, very hard work. And we have done a lot of very hard work up to this point. I'm sorry the sun is like might be blinding you, but the sun is coming up in this window behind me and I can't. So now, now I look like my hair is made of light. I'm an angel, folks. Um, how it's seen from the outside, we have the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this is the strength of the body or the strength of the Constitution. And so this election is going to be um, a referendum on the strength of just how the body politic or the body of America as a cohesive force. Like, what is the strength? What is the strength of that? And I think that we're a lot stronger than we know, and I think that we're a lot stronger than the media is letting on. Um, it's kind of like I talked this morning about old school. When you're raised by old school parents, they tend to never tell you how well you're doing because they're afraid you're going to stop trying. I think that there's a little bit of that in the way the media treats us. I really do. Um, this is the domestic situation. We get the Wheel of Fortune. This was the last card in Donald Trump when I asked about Donald Trump this month. So we see that there's a change of fortune, hopes and fears. This is potential. This is craftsmanship. We're hoping that the economy is going to get better. We're hoping that things are going to get better for women and children. Um, and of course they will if the Democrats get in. That it's gonna do better. And the outcome, justice. So justice will be served. So as far as and also justice at the end could mean that there may be some court stuff, and that's exactly what Trump wants to do. Trump wants to uh, do the court stuff to 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 do whatever shenanigans he wants to do between when he loses the election to when the new president and vice president come in. So he has a lot of plans for that time. Uh, we can do readings on that another time and see what the plans are. If in fact these cards are true and he loses. So, and then underneath it all, we have the Chariot, and the Chariot is about moving forward and moving on. So all the hard work that the Democrats have done is going to bear fruit. All the hard work that we have done, all the emotional muck that we've had to sort of move ourselves through this 4-year period of Trump, is going to, um, there's going to be fruition. We're going to get the rewards of that hard work and the satisfaction and um, the celebration that love does trump fear, so to speak, if you don't mind me using that term. So yeah, so it looks good. There will be some, of course he'll say it's not fair. Like, why would he not? Like, that's his thing. Oh, I'm a victim and you guys did this and did that. And in the meantime, he's doing all the shenanigans. But I do feel like enough is being revealed. I think the real, I mean, we win or lose because of the electoral college, and they really only have to go into what, like 3 or 4 states and screw things up, for him to win, right? But I think that even I think even in those places, I think they've had enough of this guy, and we have to see. He may not even, survive October. And certainly, if he doesn't survive October, um, Biden's going to win, not by default. But they'll then it's going to be, is do you want Pence or do you want Biden? And I don't think necessarily that's a huge choice, because I think maybe the Republicans like Pence, but the fans of Trump, I don't think they have a feeling for him one way or the other. Just that he's a faithful soldier. Oh God, all of this stuff is so ridiculous. And here we are in the ridiculousness of it all. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. High tea today at 4 o'clock Eastern. That's what's today, the 6th. I don't even know. With Denise, and then tomorrow I'll be chatting with Marianne from Revealing Light. So that'll be fun. I always enjoy that. She's a lovely, lovely person. Okay, guys, take care. Love you all. Namaste. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. It is. Okay. Take care.